Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Now, as you can see, we are not in the Endless Patch dungeon anymore. We are not at the last level of the dungeon anymore right now, but in the Great Hall of our stronghold. And that would be because I did try to learn how to beat that dragon off screen. And believe me, I tried, and tried, and tried, but I just couldn't get it down. Not even close. She's just fucking unbelievable. And also, as you can see, I also brought Durans and Hiravias with me because I read some tips how to beat that dragon, and basically I should try to buff my allies and debuff the dragon as much as possible. Hence why I brought Hiravias, because he has some powerful debuff abilities, and Durans, who also got some debuff abilities and also have buff spells. Of course, I could have used Kana as well, and maybe use his skeletons or something to distract the dragon for a moment. But yeah, I just couldn't beat it. Not even fucking close. I even had this one plan that, as you can see,
Yes.
I made some paralyzing scrolls, because you might remember that I did use one of these scrolls on that sky dragon at the Temple of Hylia, if I remember correctly, and that was very effective. So I was thinking that, how about we stun lock the fuck out of that dragon? So I made 5 scrolls for Aloth, 5 scrolls for Durans, and 5 scrolls for Hiravias. And then and basically my idea was that all 3 of them would have used these paralyzing scrolls on the dragon one at a time. But yeah, it wasn't working. The dragon knocked everyone down, or stunned them, or something else, or something else similar like that, and so that they were unable to use the scrolls or do anything else really. And then the dragon just 1-2 shot at us immediately every time. It was such. This game has made me hate dragons. I tell you, this game has made me hate dragons. All the dragons are such assholes in this game. But yeah, we couldn't beat the dragon, and yeah. So what I was thinking here is that, oh, by the way, I actually did go and visit Defiance Bay. Yes, we can go back to Defiance Bay. Everything is cool back there again, because originally I was planning to go there and try to find some scrolls, the paralyzing scrolls to buy, before I then realized that, oh wait a minute, I can actually craft those things, and the crafting happens here. I completely forgot about this. I was actually, in this one episode, I was wondering that where the hell do I craft these things? But it was here. This is where I do it. But yeah, anyway, so I went to Defiance Bay to get some scrolls, and then I bought some of these very nice rings from a merchant there. Now let's see, only usable by wizard. Plus 2 second level spell users, plus 1 4th level spell users. That's very fucking good. So that's for wizard. So that's for Aloth, basically. What do you have? Ability area effect, and what is this? Grants arcane dampener once per rest, and 1/2. Let's us give him this already. That's very good. And then we got this. This is apparently only usable by priest. Plus 1 first level spell users, plus 1 second level spell users, plus 1 3rd level spell users. And if I remember correctly, he already has one of those. Yeah. It's the exact same ring by the looks of it. What is this? Well, this is also very good, but let's just give him this. Now he got more and more spells for him to spam, basically. So yeah, so I bought these rings, and I also bought this thing for Hiravias. Show it. There we go. One uses once per rest, and we can summon Delengans. And in case you don't remember what Delengam is, they are basically like forest spirits or dryads of this universe, in a way. This intricate piece has been created from one small piece of ashwood. A raised relief has been carved across the front, depicting an eerie, beautiful figure standing beneath a large and twisting tree. Her face is turned slightly to regard the viewer, as if having just noticed her presence. So yeah, that's what I have basically been doing off screen, trying to beat the dragon, made some scrolls, and bought these new rings. And how much money did I guess I spent over like 60 grand. Do I remember it correctly? Well, fuck tons of money anyway. Maybe 60 grand, possibly. all together after buying all the rings and the Delemgan thingy. But yeah, so what is my plan now? Well, I am planning to go back to the dragon eventually, because one fellow Pillars of Eternity player told me that she beat the dragon when her characters were at level 17. And if you look at our characters, they are at 13 and some are at 12. So yeah, maybe we just simply need to level up our characters. She told me that she went to beat the dragon after she beat the White March part, the second and last part of the White March expansion. So that's what I'm gonna do. But before that, there is this Berath visitor here, who, let's see, prestigious visitor living in 5 days and 8 hours. Berath, an Aeduran dignitary, has arrived at the stronghold. He requests your aid with an upcoming meeting with representatives of the Fisher Grape tribe near the Thane Park. All right. So, and he's here. So for starters, let's give him an audience. Greetings, Lady Prolia. My name is Berath. If you have the time, I have an urgent matter I would like to discuss. Well, very well. Let's hear it. You call for your allies and prepare to hear the petition. I love these parts, these are cool. I have been tasked with meeting with representatives from the Fisher-Crane tribe near Thane Park, and the Fisher-Crane tribe is one of those Grandfathan tribes from Twin Elms, if I remember correctly. It is my hope to come to peaceful terms. Unfortunately, I haven't had much practice with the Grandfathan language, and the Fisher Crane are by nature very repulsive. I fear that the circumstances are ripe for a misunderstanding. So what? You want me to come with you as a talk? You yourself, I hear, have had some dealings with the Grandfathans. Well, yes, quite a bit. I would welcome any assistance or advice you may offer. I can't spare any resources, but I do have some traveling advice. I'll see to it you have safe passage through Aeroclanfath. I'll have someone escort you. I'll see to it you have a safe passage through Aeroclanfath. Not that I have any doubt of your considerable resources, but how, my lady? Give 2,000 copper? To purchase guides and bribes where necessary. I'll insist that you are given a writ of passage. I doubt they'll argue. I'll insist that you are given a writ of passage. I doubt they'll argue. Well, let's go with this. This sounds very interesting. And it's aggressive too, and it just goes with our nature. That is very generous, my lady. Thank you. I will put this to good use. Oh, and Duran's got a level from that. Alright. Oh, and actually, Duran's and Hiravia's received one level after I took them back to my party. So I have already given them new talents and shit. But it looks like Duran's got a new level straight away. Now, what can we give to you? I guess I could give him more bonuses to survival. With the 5th point we can get increased consumable duration. I'm more interested in that 2nd level of damage reduction. Or maybe mechanics. Yeah, you know what, let's give him more points to mechanics. We don't have any rogues in our party right now, and I think that he's the 3rd best character when it comes to lockpicking skills and stuff. Spell mastery. Alright, so now we can pick one of these spells that we can cast for free once every encounter. Strengthens allies' resolve in battle, increasing the probability they will land a critical hit. That sounds rather nice. Pillars of Fate. Calls on a Pillar of Divine Judgment, inflicting crush damage and knockdown on enemies in the area of effect. Always like that. Prayer against Restraint. Frees allies in the area of effect from perceived constraints, granting immunity to the hobbled and stuck afflictions. This is just a simple heal. Shares a portion of the caster's divine strength, restoring a moderate amount of endurance. I don't think that we're gonna need something like that. Generates a magical seal that explodes in bursts of electrical energy when an enemy comes into contact with it, inflicting shock damage. Watchful Presence. Blesses allies with the aid of a sympathetic soul, releasing a healing effect when their endurance is low. Aha. So friendly AoE plus 39.2 endurance when the endurance below 20%. That's actually rather interesting. Circle of Protection creates a large zone of divine shelter, granting allies a bonus to all defenses. AoE plus 15 to all defenses for 12.5 seconds. Yeah, there are many good choices here. Despondent Blows. Knocking down in the face of Unbreakable Fate consumes enemies in their area of effect, lowering their melee accuracy and critical hit range. And Resolve. Resolve reflects a character's internal drive, determination, fearlessness, and the emotional intensity when they can protect you others. It can be used for mental intimidation, leadership, and convincing performances. In combat, it helps characters maintain concentration and contributes to their will and deflection defenses. I think I'm gonna go with Watchful Presence. This sounds very interesting and good. So let's give him that. Oh, and we got a few more spells. Minor Avatar. Resurrection. A single ally is revived and healed. They receive the effects of powering Death's Door and nearby allies are healed. Holy shit. Fuck. I would really like to test this, but then again that also that also means that one of our allies must fall. They receive the effects of powering Death's Door. I'm not sure what that is. And nearby allies are healed. It must be another spell. A terrible rain of fire falls in the area of effect, repeatedly inflicting burn damage on all in the area of effect. So this affects allies too. Gotta keep that in mind. But yeah. Very good. Very good. I'll read the other one later, but let's see. Do we have... I'm wondering what's that Death Doors thingy that he was talking about? Barring Death's Door. I think it was this one. Prevents a severely wounded character's health from reaching 0 when it would result in the death of the character. The character can still be knocked out during endurance loss. Alright, so this is the effect that it gives to the ally. Alright, so what is my plan now? Now that I'm basically saying fuck the dragon and we'll come back later. Alright, so what I'm planning to do now is that we go and Raedric's hold and deal with Raedric once again because he's back from the dead. So we're gonna do that. And then after that, most likely in the next episode, we'll go to the White March again and complete the second part of the White March. Then we go to Crackhold Bluffs, and then after that we go and deal with the dragon. And when we are hopefully strong enough, and after that, then we go to the Burial Isle and basically beat the game finally. This Let's Play has become a bit longer than I would have liked it to be, but now. Let me show that quest that I'm regarding Raedric. Where is it? The Champion of Berath? This one. Having slain Lord Raedric, I thought Gilded Veil freed from his influence, but it seems that something stirs in that great keep yet. This may be the work of a new usurper after the throne, or mere superstition. Either way, it may be worth investigation. Return to Raedric's hold and find your challenger. While in the celestial sapling in Twill Elms, I encountered a former guard from Gilded Vale. He claims that Lord Raedric himself has returned to his keep, despite his having died at my hand. Apparently Raedric seeks vengeance upon me for having ended his life, and has issued a challenge. It may be worth investigating in any case. Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be too hard. He shouldn't be too hard to beat. I mean, he can't be any more harder to beat than the dragon at the last level of Endless Paths. He simply cannot be as difficult. Vampire. Oh, I see. He came back as a vampire, basically. That's my wild guess. As you approach the smiling woman at the side of the road, you are struck with a sense of unease. At this distance, you can see that her skin has a sickly pallid sheen to it, and her eyes are the glassy milk white of a cadaver. I don't know how to spell that. Her expression sits oddly on her face, as if it requires great effort to maintain.
Well met, friend.
Lord Raedric has been expecting you. The woman smiles a little wider. It is good that you have not refused his challenge. He feared that you might prove a coward in the end. Yeah, sure, after I killed him. I will escort you to him if you wish. Yes, take me to him. What are you? I think you'll die with him, monster. So let's just end that vampire's life. Alright, she is rather tough. Much tougher than enemies we faced in the Endless Paths dungeon. Excluded the dragon, of course.
I'm on it.
But yeah. No mercy for these vampires, because, let's face it, that's what they basically are. They are like zombie vampires. And now, let's go inside and go and kill Raedric again. Alright. Anyone else want to fight before we get to Raedric? Apparently not. Well, let's just face Raedric then. That is, once I find him. Could he be in his old room? And no one has cleaned the sheets yet. Alright, where the hell is he? Oh, wait a minute. He might be downstairs. That's where that Animancer woman was who used to work for him. Basically erased some undead or whatever, but we killed her before we went for Raedric. So he might be down there. Maybe he's here. I don't know, maybe here possibly. Well, only one way to find out. Now this is the room where the Animancer was. Oh, did we? Oh, alright, we looted it.
I'm ready. Just say the word.
And this must be the secret passageway the Animancer could have offered if we decided to side with her. Oh, and what are you still doing here? Is it safe? You were here waiting for me all this time, and how many in-game days it has been since last time we were here? Possibly months even. Alright. You are free, make a run for it. Thank you, stranger. I have get to back to the fork. But first some food and rest, I think. He hesitates. If you would dare the upper floors, please tell Netmore I live yet. Tell him I still have the carving he gave me of the Pale Knight. That should convince him, and perhaps he can help you somehow. Alright. Good luck, and may the gods keep you safe. Well, thanks. Well, at least we saved him. I completely forgot about him. I actually thought that we already freed him, but I guess we didn't. Alright, so maybe he's here. Okay. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have killed the vampire. Maybe I should have just allowed her to guide me to Lord Raedric, because I have no idea where he is. Anything here? No. And what is this place? To lower ramparts. Oh, what about here? Oh, we haven't checked this place out at all. How did we miss that? Well, might as well check it out now. Heck, maybe Raedric is there already. Oh, wait.
Hey.
Oh, well that trapped it in. Oh, crap. Well, they're just black oozes. They should fall down very easily. I wanted to loot that thing, but apparently not allowed. Just destroy them already, please.
Just say the word.
Yes?
Yeah.
Aloth, go and pick up that money.
Just say the word.
Did I seriously not search this place last time when I was here many episodes ago? What do we have here in this pile? Just a couple of Aedras. And I guess there's something else
Just say the
interesting
word.
here. Ah, what about this door? I'm surprised how I didn't remember to let that other, whatever that prisoner's name was, to let him go and then search this place. I'm a little bit surprised. Unlocking this requires the proper key. Oh yeah, we could have gotten that key from the Animancer, I think. But wait a minute. If the Animancer had the key, we should have gotten it after we killed her. So maybe not. Well, let's go and search the other parts of the stronghold. And now we are here. Ah, we haven't been here either. I have really been doing a sloppy job when it comes to exploring this entire place last time when I was here. Now look at all this loot that we are missing. They suck now, but still. The bottom staves of the barrels are dark but dry. Whatever these barrels held leaked out long ago. Maybe it was wine or tar. The canisters are filled with wet, clumped gunpowder, so it's basically useless. So there's nothing we can do down here. And I can't get down there anyway. Is there seriously no other way to get away from here? Well, we can't open this door. It's barred shut apparently. Maybe he's somewhere. Temple storage. Temple armory. I'm wondering, can we climb down? Because here, the other option how we could have got into this keep is excuse me, is by climbing these vines up here this way. That was the other option. The other option was go through the sewers. Did we go through the sewers when we were here for the first time? I think we did either that or we just went. No, I think we went inside through the front door like a badass. I think that's what we did. But there's no, then we can't climb down from here. God damn it. Well, let's go through the sewers then. Now, where to go from here? I guess we could just go back to the kitchen. We could also leave through here, I think. And get outside. Well, let's just go here. Now, where to go? To Temple Scriptorium. Dungeon Laboratory, we don't need to go there. And this leads upstairs, alright, but where the hell is he? You would think that he would be waiting for us here in the throne room, the same place where I first encountered him and killed him. Alright. Well, let's go to the Temple Scriptorium, because if I remember correctly, that one priest guy the prisoner briefly mentioned is up here. So maybe we could meet him here and he could tell us more, and we could at least mention him that yeah, we freed this one guy a few months late, but we did it. Yes, I remembered correctly.
A simple test.
Oh, god damn it. Lock difficulty 8, Durance Mechanic 6. Now I really wish that I had Neville of Karok or Winky with me.
A simple test.
Can't you just, I don't know, knock on the door? And there's no switches or anything that I could use to open this.
I can do that.
No, you cannot, Durance. Well, fine. Back to downstairs. Alright, so let's go upstairs through this way. Where the hell is Raedric? Alright, and now the priest guy should be here. Raedric could also maybe be here, I don't know. That kinda looks like a room where we could have a boss fight. Where is everyone? Is the priest guy even here? Nope, he's not here. Where the hell is everyone? Did Raedric kill them all? What's this? The ethic knoll. Oh yeah, these are the druids. The druids that like to sacrifice people. So we know them already. What do we have here?
A simple test.
Where does this lead? Someone's room. Beloved land poems from Elkan thought. Whatever, let's just take it here. Take everything. Berathian scripture. Not too interested in that. Atmet Hatred Part 2 Rebellion. I think we have read that as well. Fine rope. Scroll of Restore Minor Endurance. Nothing too interesting here. That must be a secret door. I just know it. Jesus Christ, where the hell is he? To dungeon crypts. I don't think we need to go to dungeon. To siege platform. To keep kitchen. To upper ramparts. Outer bailey. Maybe I shouldn't have killed that vampire. I'm very tempted to just reload and let the vampire lead me to Raedric, but let's look for him some more. What about here? I don't think we have been up here either. Ah, there he is. Is that a red helmet, or is his skull like? Does it have flames? Does he have a red skull with flames on it? Because that's what it looks like to me. I should zoom in when I can. An armored figurine strides forward. In place of its eyes, great flames burn, emanating heat and light. Ah, so he is on fire. Maybe he's a fire godlike now. In that orange glow, you can see that the face beneath has succumbed to rot. The cheeks sunken, the lips pulled back over grey gums and decaying teeth. But it is unmistakably Raedric who stands before you.
Look well. See what you have made of me. But see too what great Berath has permitted. I am returned, mind and soul, so that I might be avenged upon my enemies.
So Berath gave you permission to come back to life. Raedric's voice has gained a scratchy quality, but retains his stolid arrogance. I have come to meet your challenge, Raedric. All I see is a walking corpse. This was a terrible idea. All I see is a walking corpse. Yeah. Oh, no voice acting. Then your eyes are deceived. You cannot imagine the power bestowed upon me. I feel the touch of the gods. My fate is a font from which I draw life. My wrath is a sweeping flame, and you will burn this day. We'll see about that.
I have strangled the life from the usurper Kolsch with my own hands. So fell your champion, your great hope.
Truth to be told, I never really cared about Kolsch that much, so whatever. Was that creature to be your Thane? A man without resolve, without aim? A leech, growing fat upon the veil, senseless to their ravages his vanity inflicted upon his people. Almost sounds as bad as the alternative.
I will not allow my lands to fall into ruin. I will cleanse the scattered god's poison from the blood of my people. I will scour his name from the deerwood. Berath has blessed me with its favor, and I will be its sword. There will be no more mercy for the heretic, the thief, the charlatan. All will meet with death.
Quite a few options here. Then fight me, and we will see who is truly favored by the gods. Yeah, because we have also been gifted and blessed by Berath. So yeah. I too have received the twinned god's favor. We are both champions of death. I like that. You'll know justice, Raedric, if I have to kill you 100 times. Enough of your damn talking. Face me, Raedric. Berath itself won't be able to switch you back together after I'm through with you. Yeah, I like this one too. You're going to waste your second chance at life fighting me again? I like the second and the fifth one. Berath itself won't be able to stitch you back together after I'm through with you. I too have received the twinned god's favor. We are both champions of death. Yeah, I actually like that a lot more. I actually like that we are both champions of death. Champion of death, that sounds so badass. I'm gonna say this. For a moment, Raedric hesitates, and then he raises his blade in salute. Then fight well. We will see which of Berath's champion proves the victor. Alright, now, before we go anywhere... Oh, I was wondering what was this for a moment. But these are the mastered spells, yeah. So, we are gonna buff everyone here, for starters. Palladino, don't get too eager here. Alright, that's done. Then this. Eder, where are you? You are there. Alright. Knock this vampire down. And you... use that. Everyone here, actually... God damn it, the area of effect of this thing is so damn small. Where are you anyway? You are there, at the edge. Then... I don't know, somewhere around here. Are these vessels? Yeah, they are vessels, so this Acolyte's Radiant should hurt them a lot. But, for now, let's just take our badass sword at this moment. Use it on this guardsman here, who seems to be he's either a druid or a mage. Hard to tell. Maybe I should... yeah, this looks a good idea. Then, Holy Radiance. Damage the vampires and heal our allies. And we use this... why are you... right at the back there?
Problem. The enemy's open.
And you... I don't think we need to use this just yet. But I'm really curious to see what this thing looks like, but it's rather risky. So what is this? Minor Avatar. The priest gains a supernatural glow. As he or she is infused with power, as a minor avatar of the deity, the priest gains bonuses in all attributes, endurance, health and weapon damage. Interesting. Not sure how useful that is on Durans, but cool regardless. Condemn our enemies. You use this as well, and Eder, you are... where are you? There, alright. Knock this vampire down.
The enemy's
Oh crap, AoE heals. Shit. Healed runs. Defenses to the runs. Is Raedric the only one left? Yes, he's the only one left. Alright, good. Yeah, well, very well. I told you, this guy would not be as difficult as the frickin' dragon. Just use this... Actually, no, that's the fire beam here.
Don't even...
Run out of the way.
You better run!
There we go. And who got level? Aloth and Hiravius. Nice. Taxes collected. Nice. Now, what did he drop? He carries many scars. It's only 5, so it's not that amazing apparently. Damage reduction, recovery speed minus 50%, plus 50% armor damage reduction when under 25% health. That's actually quite nice. Plus 1 endurance per 3 seconds. Fine, plus 2 damage reduction. This armor was forged in honor of the Raedseran monk Rukvar, who came to believe that as long as no enemy could inflict more pain upon him than he could upon himself, he could never truly be subjugated by anyone. Conscripted by his government to quell the uprisings inspired by Saint Waidwen, Rukvar became a frightful presence on the battlefield. For every injury he sustained at the hands of an enemy, he could inflict one twice as severe, drawing strength from the pain that enabled him to fight through injuries that would have caused anyone else to collapse on the ground. He would charge his enemies covered in blood with tears in his skin from hand to foot, and his foes would shrink at the sight of him, believing as he did that it was not in their power to injure such a man. Near the end of the rebellion, when the rebels had all but overthrown the government, Rukvar found himself in a battle defending against Saint Waidwen's main forces. Accounts claim that he was the last on his side to remain alive, and he was approached by Saint Waidwen himself in the end. As the story goes, the living god looked him over and gave a slight bow, permitting him to fall upon his own blade, that he might remain free. The armor bears many artificial scars added by the blacksmith to make its wearer as imposing as the figure that inspired it, though it wears its real scars with equal pride. Ah, interesting.
Just say the word.
The onward path added. The quest expires in 1 day. Oh, alright, let's check that out. But first, what does this armor look like? Let's check that out. Let's check that out at the very least. Ah, not bad. Not bad at all. What did this armor do exactly? Grants overwhelming. No, it's this overwhelming wave and dancing bolts. 2 druid spells basically. 1 minus move speed. I think I might use this armor for now. Wait, damage reduction 16. 14, then fine 2, exceptional 4. Alright. Plus 50% armor damage reduction when under 25% health. Yeah, this is very, very good. I just need to enchant this and make it even stronger so it's exceptional and not fine. So basically make it even better. I was wondering that whether it would it be better for Eder though. It could be. I think that's the first time I see her naked. Almost naked. Yeah, he looks so dumb with that on for some reason. But yeah, I think I'm gonna use this from now on, but I'm gonna keep that with me just in case. Let's enchant this thing. White Forge. Plus 15% of incoming crits converted to hits, minus 15% armor speed penalty. That's rather nice. Quality. Exceptional. What do I need for superb? Aedra Dragon Scale. Aedra Dragon Scale. Ah, we must get these dragon scales from that dragon from the last level of the Enderspatch dungeon after we have beaten the damn dragon. But yeah, let's do this, and now it's exceptional. Exceptional, yeah. Good. But now...
Just say the word.
Now what to do? Well, I guess that we can go to the White March and see how Stalwart is doing, and then I think I'm gonna end the episode there. But now, for first,
not a problem.
Let's leave the stronghold. Oh wait, right, the quest. this quest that we got here. The Unworn Path. What is this about? Rewards 25% experience, patchwork boots, average item, expires in 24 hours, duration 3 turns. I still don't know what these turns mean exactly. Anyway, among the kind wayfarers who are is another paladin order we could have also picked at the character creation, and as the name might suggest, they are very kind and helpful paladins who are basically very nice and kind. Yeah, so basically nothing like Bleakwalkers. In the event that a member of the order dies of natural causes, it is customary for the paladin to request a burial in a dangerous place that is difficult to reach. In fulfilling their lost comrade's request, the other kind of wayfarers forge new paths that others may more easily follow. When the elder paladin Atrem Delphar died, his brothers and sisters set out for Red Flower Lake in a remote eastern part of Red Sheras, but they never reached their destination. With so few kind wayfarers left in the part of the eastern reach, the order has reached out for assistance in recovering their comrades and helping see them to their resting place. Alright, so who should we send? Who should I send there? I think I'm gonna send Maneha this time. Yeah, you go there. And this, Berold, name error. Okay. Name error, or Berold, appears to be having little trouble traveling to Thane Bog. Thanks to your writ of passage. Appears to be having little trouble traveling to Thane Bog. Thanks to your writ of passage. Alright. This name error here is kind of funny. Alright. Alright. But now, let's leave this place and then go to Stalwart and see how things are going there. Oh, yeah, and these two also got a level, but... should we do it? No. Let's level those guys once we get to Stalwart. So, to White March we go. And to Stalwart village. Oh, your project is considered the high level for the content in the White March Part 2. Again. If you would like, the critical path can be increased in difficulty to give you more of a challenge. The rewards you receive will be the same regardless of the option you choose. Your choice cannot be changed once it has been selected. Well, as always, we go with the high level. We are no pussies. Hireling Payday. Oh.
While we wait, the enemy grows stronger.
And you'd send more of us to die!
Well, I'm not gonna stand around. Are you?
You've done plenty, Darian!
Ah, Darian. Don't think I know that guy. You approach the source of the commotion and see a throng of villagers. They are arguing among themselves and hurling questions and demands at a lone figure perching above them. A young man stands on a spur of rock, his clenched fist held aloft. Steam rises from his wild hair and flushed face as he shouts to the gathering.
Been a week since our people left these gates. A week since the Iron Flail took them.
Iron Flail? I don't think I have heard of them before. He paces the outcropping, his eyes burning. You see a few scattered knots in the crowd.
Yet we wait here behind our sturdy new walls, hiding in our rebuilt homes. We've done nothing.
He brings his fist into his palm with a sharp smack. The crowd erupts, bristling with pointed fingers and pointed words. One woman steps forward, her eyes lock on the young man.
Who are you to tell us how to defend our own? You ain't been here 2 months!
Several of the others grunt and hoot. You feel a shift in the crowd like a change in tide.
Hey, an angry mob! See? We're not so far from home.
Oh, Eder, you really make me smile.
And since I got here, I've been working alongside the rest of you. Don't start with that again.
A handful of others nod along with him, but they cringe and flinch as another villager joins the fray, shaking his finger at the young orator.
Well, it was your idea to send our people to that damned fort in the first place! If it weren't for you and the other leeches that come up with you, we wouldn't be in this mess!
The new accuser raises a chorus of furious cries. Darian raises his hands for calm, but the crowd's wrath is snowballing. Screw that, I'll just continue to listen.
Enough. Enough!
Darian waves for calm, but the crowd has worked itself into a frenzy. He scans the assembly, beads of sweat rolling from his temples. His eyes fall on you, and he points.
You want to boot all the Outlanders from your town? Tell that to the hero of the White Forge!
Hey, it wasn't just me. This Watcher deserves at least a little credit.
Oh, Eder. Oh, Eder, you're one of the best companions in this entire game. I give you that. No one seems to notice Eder. Of course they don't. How dare they not notice Eder? I mean, look at that guy. Look at that smile. How could anyone not notice him and then fall for him immediately? Oh, no homo, of course. A dozen heads turn in your direction. The villagers recognize you and their eyes widen with hope and reverence. Is it about that fort near the battery? That fort near the battery. What fort are we referring to? We're not referring to the fort itself where the battery was, right? What's this about? You said something about a fort and an iron flail. Relax, I'm here to help. Nah. Enough shouting, I want someone to calmly explain what's going on. You said something about a fort and an iron flail. Yeah, I want to know more about this iron flail.
It's a small army from Raedric. They call themselves the Iron Flail.
Must be a very strong army too if they are that small and you're having trouble with them. At Darian's mention of the name, the rest of the crowd falls silent. The words trigger a sudden flashback to your dream of the mysterious army and the destruction of Caed Nua. Oh yeah, we saw a vision of that at some point soon after we finished White March Part 1. As the image fades, you see once more the vision of 100 eyes watching you and something just beyond.
Showed up a few weeks after you opened the battery. Demanded we give him the White Forge.
Of course they did. He avoids your gaze, scraping his boot against a rock.
They're led by a Darek Sendamir. Comes from an old Raed family. Rumor has it the man's half mad with visions. Claims one drove him here to take the White Forge.
Uh-huh, I see.
They're not the only bloodsuckers around here.
The villager glares up at Darian, but most of his fellows are ignoring him by now. Darian raises his voice above the ruckus.
Our crew at the battery locked their doors and told the Iron Flail to go back to Raedric. Instead, they built a fort in the middle of the wood.
Fort in the middle of the wood. Don't think I have seen it yet.
So we sent a committee to reason with them. But that was a week ago. We haven't seen our people since.
A low rumble ripples through the crowd. Darian hesitates.
That can only mean one thing.
He grimaces as the frightened arguing crowd drowns him out once more. He's right, you have got to defend what's yours. The White Forge isn't worth your lives. Give it up. Can't you share the White Forge with the Raid Serens? After all that trouble we did? Pfft. Oh, we just shrug. He's right, you have got to defend what's yours. I don't really like any of these options. Not really. The White Forge isn't worth your lives, give it up. That doesn't really sound like my character. Neither does the third option. The fourth option sounds perhaps more like her. Shrug. The villagers shout and squawk louder than ever.
Please, everyone!
In the fragile silence that follows, the others turn and look at Darian.
Whatever our difference is, we've got to deal with the army at our gates.
He looks back to you.
You've done a lot for Stalwart already. Many of us wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you.
He breaks off, looking as if he would like to stuff his words back into his mouth. After an uneasy pause, he swallows and continues.
What I mean is, if anyone could deal with an army, it's you.
Well, I have dealt with armies before, so I'll help you if you pay. I've got my own business with this army. Do we? Just show me where the fort is. But I'm not sure what this is about. I have got my own business with this army. Iron Flail. Is this the same army that attacked the Crackhold Bluff? I don't think it is. I have got my own business with this army.
The Iron Flail cleared a patch of forest north of Durgan's battery, built their fort there. It'll be well guarded, so if you can get in without raising an alarm, you may have an easier time of it.
But where's the fun in that? We just do the same thing as we did with Raedric many episodes ago. We just go in through the front door and kill everyone who comes in our way. That's more fun.
The important thing is to deal with the commander. If you can get rid of him, the rest of the soldiers will scatter.
I think I have dreamed about this army.
What exactly did you see?
He watches you with wide, wondering eyes. A murmur ripples through the crowd. Stalwart was destroyed. Lie? You came together and defended yourselves? The dream was unclear. Yeah, Stalwart was destroyed. The villagers gasped and exchanged panicked whispers.
Then let's just hope there's still time to prevent it.
His voice is firm, but his face is ashen.
Anyway, we've got our work cut out for us here.
He gives the crowd a purposeful look. Grumbling, they start to disperse.
While you're out, stop by the battery. Wangra and her team are still repairing the heavy cannons. They've made a lot of progress elsewhere. Thought you might like to see how far it's come.
I want to ask you about something. Not really. Investigate the fort. Okie dokie. And what did we have here? Maneha is assigned there. Alright. Yeah, alright. And reach the Raedseran fort. Can we see it on the map? Iron Flail Fort. Alright, so it's there. So that's where we have to go. But in the there's Whitestone Hollow. I don't think we have been there before. But yeah, in the next episode, we'll first, I guess we can explore the Stalwart village a little bit and see if anything has changed and if there's anything else interesting in here. And then after that, we go to Durgan's battery and see how things are going there. And then if we have enough time, we go to Iron Flail Fort. We most likely won't go and start a war with them immediately, but we'll see. But first, ready the cannons. Or let's check this. What is this? Into the pit. These are main story quests. The Iron Flail. The villagers of Stalwart are concerned about a band of Raedserans known as the Iron Flail, which has come to the mountain with the intention of claiming the battery for themselves. A group of delegates was dispatched to negotiate, but they have not returned. Reach the Raedseran fort. The Iron Flail has erected a fort in the mountain pass to the northwest. Any answers as the fate of the Stalwart delegates will lie there. Darian asked me to deal with the commander, Adaruk Sendamur. The Forgotten Army. Investigate the fort. A fort has been built to the east of Stalwart. It may house the army I seek. The fort was built by Raedserans with an interest in capturing Durgan's battery. Stalwart sent a group of delegates from among their residents to try and parley with the Raedserans, but the delegates had never returned. Alright. And now, before we end this episode, let's level these guys up. Oh, and of course I should also rest before we go. Now, for you, if I give you 7 points, you get more damage reduction. Yeah, let's go with that. And Spell Mastery. Well, I think this is Spell Mastery. Delayed Fireball. The wizard hurls out a tiny ball of flame that sits for a fixed amount of time before exploding for heavy burn damage. And this affects everyone, so including allies too, I think. Lenkrat's Warding Staff. And this spell conjures a powerful quarterstaff that adds deflection and pushes enemies away with a hubble effect on each successful attack. The summon in itself also pushes everyone, including allies, away from the caster. Interesting. Oh, I can pick 2, alright. Ninakort's Killing Bolt. This spell inflicts a heavy amount of raw damage to the target. Raw damage, so it ignores damage reductions. Any non-spirit failed by the attack will summon a spectre under the caster's control. Oh! Any non-spirit failed by the attack will summon a spectre under the caster's control. This sounds like a very powerful spell. I would really like to pick that. But let's check what else we have here. Substantial Phantom. Substantial Phantom is an advanced version of Essential Phantom, creating an independent copy of the wizard that can cast a small set of low-level spells, minor missiles, necrotic lance, and Arturius Delay of Motion. I don't know what the last one is. Due to the advanced nature of the spell, the copy from Substantial Phantom is more durable than Essential Phantom. Interesting, I may pick that as well. Tane's Chaotic Orb. Named for the eccentric Aeduran wizard Tane, the Chaotic Orb bounces between a number of enemies, dealing damage and inflicting a variety of negative afflictions, including petrified, paralyzed, weakened, sickened, stunned, and blinded. Interesting. So it bounces between many enemies and inflicts these random effects. Foe target if successful. Foe jump targets. Yeah, alright. Wall of Training. Enemies passing through or standing in this wall will lose time from any of their timed beneficial status effects. For each second trained, the wizard gains duration of any beneficial status effects they have. Ah, interesting. So if I understood this correctly, every enemy who is standing in this wall, and if they have any beneficial effects, Aloth basically steals them for himself for as long as they are in the wall. Interesting, but I think I'm gonna go with the Ninagoth's Killing Bolt and either Thane's Chaotic Orb or Substantial Phantom. Substantial Phantom would give me more micromanagement, basically. Theon's Chaotic Orb sounds a bit more easier to use. 23 to 35 crush damage if successful. Oh wait, does it add all of them? The Chaotic Orb bounces between a number of enemies, dealing damage and inflicting a variety of negative afflictions, including... Ah, it includes all of them! And I thought they were random at first, that the orb will include only one of these things. Alright, fuck that, let's pick Theon's Chaotic Orb. Ah, now comes Spell Mastery. Alright. Now... Arcane Tambender creates a nullifying field of antagonistic magical energy around the chosen point, suppressing all beneficial effects on enemies in their area of effect. Runegrim's Repulsive Visage. The caster's face becomes a nightmarish mask of rotten insect-infested flesh or other images of unspeakable horror, compelling all nearby foes to become terrified and sickened. Lengrat Displaced Image causes the caster to appear visually displaced, increasing their deflection and reflection, reflex for the duration. Additionally, many deflection and reflex attacks that score hits will be converted to grazes. Kalakoth's Minor Blights creates a ball of energy in the caster's hand that can be thrown at an enemy, causing burn, freeze, corrode, or shock damage to anyone caught in the area of effect. Blights are continually replenished until the spell ends. Draining Touch. This is the lifesteal thing, if I remember correctly. The caster's hand becomes a toxic parasite, causing corrosive damage to the target, weakening it and converting its life force to the caster's entrance. Yeah, I thought so. Expose vulnerabilities. This might actually be better. Bears enemies' combat vulnerabilities for all to see, reducing their damage reduction, deflection, and concentration. Yeah, I like this. Let's pick Expose vulnerabilities. So we got a free debuff here. There we go. And lastly, Hiravias. What can we give to you, buddy? You got lots of survival points, so I don't think we need to give you more than that. Athletics could also be very nice, I think, especially when he turns into his beast form. So he's a bit tankier than that. Alright, more spells. Don't I have all of this? Twin Stones. Sends 2 deadly bolters flying out from the druid's position, dealing crush damage to anyone in their path and exploding on contact with a solid surface, causing the fragments to pierce anyone nearby. Purge of Toxins. So this purifies the target of any toxic presence in its body, giving immunity to poison and disease effects. Infestation of maggots. Enemies in the area of effect have their skin infested Oh, this is spell mastery. All right, yeah. So I have all of these spells, but it's spell mastery. Yeah, so I get a free spells. So enemies in their area of effect have their skin infested by hordes of burrowing maggots, inflicting raw damage over time. The more wounded the target, the greater the damage. A target at maximum endurance takes no damage from the spell. Let's take Infestation of Maggots. And looks like we got some other new spells as well, but let's read them later in combat. Alright, wonderful.
Yeah?
But now, before we end this episode, I think I'm gonna go and have a little rest first. Alright.
Please, someone has to do something. Piss off, Kern. I got enough problems.
Maybe we have another. Maybe we can get another quest from this guy, but we'll deal with that in the next episode.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
How about like a room?
Top quality bear pelts on every bed. You.
Yeah. And let's take the most expensive one. And while we're at it...
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
What refreshment have you got? Elod leans in and whispers, "Are you sure, Prolvia? I think I saw a fish head floating in the stew pot."
Nothing like a pint to take the chill off.
Fish heads in stews haven't killed anyone yet, Elod, so stop wimping around. Look at all this crap that we have sold him. But now, some wine. Gonna buy all of that. Meat, this gave only 1, and this ale gives 2. Perception, that's not really that good, but let's take all the ale. And cheese, what does this cheese give? Plus 10 max endurance for 600 seconds. I guess we can take cheese for Eder. And do I have anything that I want to sell away? Doesn't look like it, no. I don't have anything here. Oh, well, I have these. Exceptional sword, well, screw that. I wonder, do I have all this? I'll check it later. Then we sell these. Fine rope, away. I'm gonna keep those just in case. Then we sell these away. Alright, and we get 800 copper from this. Nice. But now, let's check this spell book here real fast. Actually, let's give it to Elod. And let's move this to these books to the stash. Alright, so what do we have here? Caster temporarily sacrifices arcane power for martial might. Wizard gains bonuses to reflection, accuracy, might, constitution, and dexterity, but becomes unable to cast spells or switch grimoires for the duration of the spell. You know what? Let's just learn everything. What's this? Generates a cloud of virulent poison, inflicting raw damage to anyone in the cloud every few seconds. Alright. What's this? Essential Phantom. Alright. And this increases movement speed, I think it, plus 50% movement speed. Yeah, I thought so. But we lose endurance. Alright. That's quite a trade-off. Fetid Caress. The target becomes paralyzed, inflicted with boiling pustules of foul-smelling liquid that erupts from their skin, sickening those nearby. Ugh. That sounds so great that I'm gonna learn that. Eldritch Aim, I think I know what that is, but... So yeah, I'm not gonna read that, but this. Infuses the caster with vitality, giving them a temporary increase to maximum health and health. Alright. But wait, it's only temporary. For 58.5 seconds. Alright, let's learn everything.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What could nothing like a...
And then we just sell it because we don't need it. Alright, now
Yeah.
finally I think I'm gonna end this episode here now. And like I said, in the next episode we're gonna explore the Stalwart village some more and see if there's anything different. Then we go to Durgan's Battery and see what's going on there. And if we have time, then we go to Ironflare Fort and see what's going on there and what happened to those residents of this village that were sent there to negotiate. But yeah, that's for the next episode. Now then, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Pillars of Eternity. Or should I say again, Pillars of Eternity, the White March.